Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from L.A. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks, as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds Adams downfield. And he will get this inside the 30.
A gain of 43 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Williams now on 1st and 10. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Cardinals 28-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. Running in the red zone. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to hitting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he sent a man in motion. 1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball, and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Stafford has it in close. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Up the gut they go with Williams. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Third and goal, it's Stafford. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. Angling this one in for the right hash to challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
Well, how about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Juke the defender. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the 7th-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
You know the biggest positive for Kyler a season ago? I really believe this, Kate. He was healthy. Right, we talk about the greatest ability being availability. Well, he was healthy for fully 17 games, something he hadn't done the previous 2 years.
He's taken down after reaching the 30. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Murray on the play fake. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Picked up by the Rams! And he will take it back for the Los Angeles touchdown! The Rams grow their lead off the turnover. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
one right down the middle. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
17. Cardinals nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Run on first down. Here's Murray. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there. No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Again, it's Murray to throw. Gets him trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Nakua here, he's got it. Rolling into enemy territory. Keeps himself upright. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Williams. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Throwing now, Stafford. Touchdown, LA! The Rams threatening to run away with it already. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Looking to tack on the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams make it a 24-point ball game.
24. Cardinals nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll try and run this. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a laugher so far, 24-0. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Connor trying the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They're going play action. It's Murray. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Connor on the inside give. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Like a drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Kyler looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Cardinals out for the punt. Deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Man in motion, headed right. Atwell, the motion man here. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Connects with Adams again. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. In motion left is Atwell. From the 41. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Give to Williams from the gun. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Complete Naku on the left side. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
For the Rams field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers.
He loses the football. And it looks like that will be Rams football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Go right side, and McBride has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Escapes the pocket. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Murray keeps it. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 48. Now here he goes again. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, Murray. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Connects on the crosser. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Cardinals. With it, first and 10. Connor here from the gun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Kyler throwing here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Murray on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Brings up 4th down.
So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by Ryland is good. And that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Whittington now on the return. Jukes out a 1-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal. Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw here, Stafford. One's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So they're left with 4th down here.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Murray here on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. Now here he goes. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the 1st down on that run. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure. and occasionally make plays just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Kyler to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Ryland is good. And that lowers the lead to 21.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. He's going to tuck it and run. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Cardinals.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Here's Connor on the option. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play action now. Murray. Little off centers, man. Just couldn't adjust to it.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that brings up 4th and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Out come the Rams on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. This will be caught by Adams. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Devontae Adams. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action now for Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
1st and
Move
10
the
at
chains!
the 42-yard
Gotta move
line.
them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running right, it's Williams. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, here's Stafford. The throw is caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams push their lead further to start the half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams continue piling onto this lead.
Cardinals 6.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. The first down carry for Connor. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play. Kate got the man open, beat the coverage, and you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's Williams to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Stafford now off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Stafford from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. I'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Stafford now on third down. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Up the gut they go with Williams. He made the most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up. Call it a lone yard on the run. It's going to be fourth down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Going for it. It's Williams. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs. So after that, we'll change the ends of the field and change offenses. They'll take over when we begin the fourth. The Cardinals have it. One quarter. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Murray. He tucks it and takes off. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now third down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Murray to throw here on third. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You've aids them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Robinson on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on third down.
Brings up
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Rams, first down. First and 10.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the handoff, this is Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Now it's Williams. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 19. This is hauled in by Atwell. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 14
That's just
yards.
great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Here's Stafford. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Second and goal backed all the way up to the 14 here. Trying again, following the set. Screen here for Williams. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further. He tries to sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. The Rams keep running away with this. Matthew Stafford the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
PAT effort coming up.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams grow their lead yet again.
Cardinals 6.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Kyler. Stepping up, and he's going to run. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I can promise you that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down.
First down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Cardinals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Connor off the pistol give. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. In the zone read, here's Connor. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Now Murray. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes is shifting to the flag that was
That's
thrown.
interference.
If it's defensive, we got a first down here. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Pressure coming, it's Murray. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
At the Rams' 1-yard line.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Gronk. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.